Good morning, believers. Good morning, Israel. Oh, boy. Good morning, JD Niger, Word of Truth. Bible teaching with Jeffrey DeLoach. So I gotta, let me pray. Heavenly Father, bless my brothers and sisters. Bless this message. Give us ears to hear and eyes to see so that we can follow your will. We love you. We honor you. We bow before you. We thank you. Over and over again, we thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Amen. I gotta, I guess it was somebody using my video. And it was interesting because it was a video on GMS, and I was talking about, I was bagging them a little bit, but I mean, it was a channel called, if you're out there, bro, I don't like you putting my full name up there. Not that I'm afraid or anything, but that's kind of rude. What business is it of yours to put my name up on your channel? So whoever you are, Mr. Stolen Lands. Man, it's noisy down here at this end. Hear the road traffic? Brutal. You can probably see them going by behind me. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Anyhow, let me get some coffee. I guess it's the time of year, less sunlight. They call it SAD, seasonally adjusted disorder. It's bad and good. I like to sleep, so it gets cold, it gets dark early. I lay down and catch up on my beauty rest. But anyhow, let's talk about the Bible. Let's see. So what was on my mind was every man, how's it say it? No, I'll get to it. I just wanted to give you something to chew on for a minute. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. So I was thinking about how I explain, part of this channel, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I was listening to those knuckleheads spiritual life lessons yesterday. Good brothers, just not good Bible teachers. But hey, to each his own. I'm tired of fighting with people. At least at this point I am. I don't have the energy. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. I say that all the time. I don't know who you folks are. I don't claim that you're chosen. I don't claim that you're going in some rapture. I don't claim anything for you. You have to, they say claim it. Whatever that stupid saying is with some of these Christians. Put your stake down and claim it. Claim it and claim it, or however they say it. I don't catch on to a lot of that nonsense. But claiming your knowledge. Somehow the knowledge and wisdom, and that's probably one of the hardest things to explain to you family members, you lovely people that are listening on my channel. You lovely people have something that other people don't have. You have the ability to listen to stuff that isn't mainstream. I mean, everyone likes oddball stuff for sure. I like oddball stuff too, but for me, it only makes it fun if it fits the story. And so I'll listen to oddball stuff, but if it starts going towards the Bible anymore, I can't do it. So we're going to look at what Paul said to the Ephesians, or the Philippians, sorry. I don't know, I've been off lately. I'm not sure what my direction is anymore. I'm like, this world doesn't offer me much anymore, and I don't really feel like grabbing anything. It's like I don't want to look for a woman. I don't want to look for work. I don't want to look for entertainment. It sucks. You know, I used to be a pretty go-getter and used to like to spread myself around a little bit and do a little of this, a little of that. Maybe it's just getting old. But let's get into this. Fucking sun is killing me. I can't even park right. Can't even get a parking spot. Park myself right so I can do a darn message. So oh gosh, a lot of stuff came up about the devil yesterday too. I was listening to Chuck Missler again, and he was going into the Satan thing, and it's really sad that people don't understand one of the biggest characters in the Bible. I mean, I'm not going to do it. I don't have time to go over the same shit over and over again. Satan, let's move forward. Be of one accord and one mind. Let's get into this, because God, man, my sinuses are bad. This is interesting down here. I'm just going to read this first, and then we'll get into it. We're in Philippians. Philippians were a very loving, generous, what would you say, connected to Paul and his gospel. They were learning. They were doing good. They loved Paul. They knew how to love. And when Paul, if I have it right, when Paul went to the Philippians, he wanted them to know that as long as they stayed in the faith and they stayed of one mind and they loved one another, no matter what persecution came against them, they were going to win. And so when I say to you folks, you can win. You can win, but you win by hearing the voice of the Lord. You hear his voice. You recognize his voice, and you follow where his voice leads. And what we're seeing out here is a lot of mimicry, a lot of throwing your voice. Yeah, little puppet. Yeah, God's over here. Really, puppet? Yeah, I got him going. And so these false prophets, they have a lot of skill in what they're doing. They have gifts. They have gifts of demons. They have gifts of demons. They have power given to them from dark principalities. Why? Why does God let that happen? Because he knows that some of these monkeys' brains out here that aren't listening correctly, they're not looking into it themselves. They're just They just want to play God. They don't want to be with God. They don't want to go through the suffering. They don't want to go through the study. They don't want to look into things. They don't want to see with their own eyes and hear with their own ears. They want to be tickled. And so it says down here, I don't know what the context is, but it says, I'm not going to go all the way up in there because this is just this. One of the ways in which the reader's proper conduct benefits the gospel is mentioned here. Not being terrified by their adversaries. The lack of intimidation is twofold. To unbelievers, it is evidence of their lost condition. To believers, it is an assurance of their salvation. So when you think of the adversary, when you think of Satan, when people are talking about their adversary all the time, and this is the point, this is the point I want to make without going back to talking bad on dignities, talking down about someone who is an authority over you. Satan is an authority over all of us. He was the number one man under Jesus. He was a created being. He was created for a reason. Jesus created Satan. One more time. Who created Satan? Jesus created Satan. Why is there so much mention of Satan in the Bible? Even Jesus talking to him, even God the Father talking to him, because he was created for a reason. So when it's talking about what they're talking about here, 128, it says, and in nothing terrified by your adversaries, which is to them an evident token of perdition, but to you of salvation and that of God. This is the point I've been making about, this is it. Gosh darn it. Son of perdition, Judas Iscariot. To them, Judas Iscariot is obvious that they don't know the gospel. That's why he's the son of perdition, because he's gonna get a lot of people to bite. That is a big piece of bait. Satan, Saul, Cain, Esau, these are big pieces of bait. And if you bite on that good and evil bullshit, you're going to get sucked into this place that Paul's talking to the Philippians about. He's saying, he said it right there perfectly. And so when you study with me, if you're able to listen to me, it's not easy because part of what I'm doing isn't me, it's God. So I'm stopping and starting and thinking and revealing and rebuking and correcting, and it's always a flowing pattern. We're stitching this thing day by day. It's not, I don't just come out here and go, wow, look at this new quilt. Wow, look at this new quilt. Or look at this same quilt that I've been talking to you over and over again, like GMS. Same shit, nothing new. These people are going backwards. They're stuck. They want you stuck. What's it say? And in nothing terrified by your adversaries, which is to them an evident token of perdition, but to you of salvation and that of God. These people are too worried about the things of men. I'm trying to break you brothers and sisters, you lovely people. Lovely people. I'm trying to get you to break yourselves of this man thought, man speak, man brain. Give it up. For unto you it is given in the behalf of Christ, not only to believe on him, but also to suffer for his sake, having the same conflicts which you saw in me, and now here to be in me. Paul just said it. It's almost like what's that word? He's transferring his spirit into me. It's telling you the Benjamite spirit is the spirit of prophecy. So, the secret garden. I'm always amazed by the style that everyone has down here, the surfer style. For unto you it is given in the behalf of Christ, not only to believe on him, but also to suffer, having the same conflict which you saw in me, and now here to be in me. Having the same conflict. Man, that one's interesting. First Thessalonians 2:2. This is how you study the Bible, lovely people. 2 Thessalonians 2:2. Let no fool deceive you by any means. The mystery of iniquity. Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ, and by our gathering together unto him, that you be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as that day of Christ is at hand. When is the day of Christ at hand? Right now. He was saying it back then. Wherever you are in the spirit, Christ is right here with you. So, that you be not soon shaken in mind or be troubled. Are you afraid? Are you calling Judas Iscariot the bad guy? Don't do it. Are you calling Satan a bad guy? Don't do it. Cain, bad guy? Don't do it. Esau, bad guy? Don't do it. That's not love. You don't understand spiritual things if you're doing that. These guys are wicked. They don't know what they're doing. They know not what they do. Let's get 2 Peter so you can. I don't know how to break people of it, but Peter, that we're going all the way back to Satan again, because basically, if you don't understand these things, you're going to get stuck. You're going to be stuck, and you're going to get fucked. Just saying. For if God spared not the angels that sinned, and cast them down to hell, and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved into judgment. I'm here. I'm in chains. I'm being judged. It's not fun. It's hell. And spare not the old world, so on and so forth. The Lord knows how to deliver the godly out of temptation, and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished. The unjust. Do you think Gabar has the right to say anything about Esau? Do you think any of us have anything to say about Esau? Do we have anything to say about Cain, Satan, Judas Iscariot? Do we have anything to say about them besides, yeah, they were in the story. They're part of the story. They made the story move forward. Saul, you kidding me? You're going to talk bad on Saul? David's going to cut your head off. Your own king is going to cut your head off. You talk bad on Saul. Saul's another setup for you people. You lovely people. But chiefly, the Lord knows how to deliver the godly out of temptation, and reserve the unjust for the judgment to be punished. But chiefly them which walk after the flesh in the lust of uncleanness, and despise government. That's the hierarchy, man. That's the angelic hierarchy. Do you really think I don't know what I'm talking about? Do you think as an angel, I don't know? I'm just here flapping my gums, blah, 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 every day flapping my gums for no good reason. I'm just an asshole. I'm just another one of those fools talking about rapture. I'm not. I've told you that. I'm not. I will not be treated as a fool. That's why I don't go on the comment boards. I will not be treated like a lowlife, because I'm not. And despise government, presumptuously are they self-willed, that they are not afraid to speak evil of dignities. These guys aren't afraid. They have no fear. They're not working out their own salvation with fear and trembling. They're fucked, and they're trying to drag other dummies into the pit. I'm just saying. You don't have to listen to me. I'm not promising you some rapture and you're some chosen one and you're going to get to float up on the cloud and have a kumbaya with Jesus and God and the holy angels. We're all going to be whoop, whoop. Yeah, baby. Up in the club, baby. It's not how it works. Whereas angels, which are greater in power and might, bring not railing accusations against them before the Lord. But these, who are these? Fucking a good example of these is Spiritual Life Lesson. These guys are brute beasts. These guys are lost in their own mind. But these, as natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed, speak evil of the things that they understand not, and shall utterly perish in their own corruption. You've got to know the truth, baby. Word of truth. I'm not trying to mess. I'm just going to do what I do now because it is what it is. I'll be back. We'll talk about this. So these brute beasts. It says it right here. In nothing be terrified by your adversaries. This is where we went back from. We went back from having the same conflict which you saw in me. Having the same conflict. What's the conflict? You're calling Paul that Paul has devils in him. You're saying Jesus has devils in him. You're saying Judas Iscariot wasn't a friend of Jesus. You're saying all kinds of nonsense. Oh, we're getting ready to get raptured. We're gonna float up in the clouds. You better hope so. Because you're not going to get there by your understanding if you're believing these wicked monkey brain brute beasts. I don't know how to do this nicely. I don't know how to do it nicely. The truth isn't nice. The truth is hard to hear. What? Please believe me. Please, please, please believe me. Fuck that. I haven't got any mercy. I've got enough mercy from God, but I haven't had no mercy from anybody down here. I'm not known for my mercy. That's what I need to work on. I need to have some mercy, but the truth will set me free, and that's all I'm following, the truth. So I'm going to come back and we'll continue. My messages follow, and I'm going to get this fucking sun out of my eyes. It's not doing me any good. Do you understand what I'm saying, lovely people? I've got to settle myself. I can't be ruining myself. I have a lot to do still. And I can't be letting these guys ruin me. So the Lord's going to do the job. I'm not going to get mad. I'm going to let the Lord do the job. And that's that. JD Niger, Word of Truth, Bolsa Chica State Beach, and beautiful, beautiful Huntington Beach, California, Surf City. I'll be right back. Thanks for being here. Subscribe if you want real Bible teaching. I'm not just some jackhole talking a bunch of nonsense. I've been given some gifts and I'm offering them to you. I'm out.